he made a threat against my wife and son. I have it screenshotted, and it said, well, because if you're bankrupted because of a debt that you don't pay, they can actually deport you if you're not a citizen. And he said, well, if I am forced to be away from my wife, I will have to take his family out as revenge. Literally said that. I told my attorneys, they're like, listen, we're going to call the police. This is some serious shit. So they called the police. Police went to him, and his excuse was, first it was, somebody hacked my Facebook. And then when that didn't work, it was, I let some other people log onto my Facebook. And then months later, after him and his wife separated, it was, my wife was trying to get back at me, and she did it, right? Again, complete and utter failure to take responsibility for anything. So, and you know what? If the guy, originally, let's go back, reverse back to when the first thing happened. If he would have just been willing, you know what? I can't afford to pay anything. I have no money. Can I just do an apology? And I'm really sorry. Fine, dude. Fine. But he's incapable of doing that.
What does it feel like being a father and having a child, and knowing what you've had to deal with social media as a grown ass man to this level?
That's why you don't see me post much stuff about my kids. Be honest with you.
It's got to scare the fuck out of you.
It scares me, man. I never put my kids on it.
Scary.
Ever.
Scary. Oh, by the way, so finally, the last chapter of this, was he had to go, because he was saying he didn't have any assets, he had to actually go in and declare his assets. Now, he claimed he had rights to oil stuff overseas and all this kind of stuff. He acted like a big man on his Facebook page, said, I transferred money to overseas. Are you dumb? They had these things called forensic accountants who will find that. The dude has nothing. He has nothing. He lives in absolute squalor. I think right now he's living in a trailer park with his girlfriend's grandmother or something like that, from what I understand.
It's crazy to me how somebody of such little importance and
could gain a following,
can cause that much problem.
No, exactly. That's what I'm thinking. Could cause. I mean, just listening to you, I'm like, Jesus Christ, dude. This must have been very stressful. A year of your life that was just
2 years.
2 years of your life.
I wish I could have let it. Looking back. It did bring awareness to him, and it got, so karma ended up working out in the end. You recognize that, okay, this is either like a sociopath or a psychopath or something, you know what I mean? And you just go, okay, whatever, they're going to get theirs. And so when he went to the meeting where he had to declare his assets and basically declared he had nothing other than a disability check, which you can't touch. It's amazing, by the way, how much the system protects pieces of shit. It's amazing how much it protects pieces of shit and not good people. He looked straight at the judge. Or he looked straight at my attorney, apparently. I wasn't there. They had a transcript of everything and says, by the way, I have an insider in your firm.
What? That's so weird.
You got to give him some credit for some funny shit, though. I wouldn't even think to say that.
It's like, it had to be something where he was a big man. Yeah, you know what I mean? Yeah. And you had an insider in the firm, but you couldn't figure out where the fuck the court case was, you couldn't figure out how to get there. The insider neglected to mention where the actual, judgment was located. Jeez. Fortunately, karma tends to work. I don't believe in karma in a spiritual sense. I believe in karma in a practical sense. We got to the point where all I could do was bankrupt him. And it was going to cost me $5 more to bankrupt. And by that time, I'm like, I'm stopping throwing good money.
So you're now 32, 33 years old. You've already been dealing with this for a year.
Right. And I'm just like, you know what? The best revenge is massive success. And that's what I'm going to do. Every time, when Avatar blows up, when all this other stuff blows up, when I have 4 companies that are successful and all this kind of stuff, you're going to have to sit there in your fucking trailer and think about what a cesspool your life is and what I did with mine. And you know what? In 10 years, I don't even remember your name. The ending of the story is basic. Well, as of now, finally, because of course, this guy, he cannot, I guess he gets into shooting guns as a hobby, but he can't just shoot guns. He has to be an ex-mercenary who did snatch and grabs for the CIA.
A story topper.
Right. So it's the kind of guy that, if you tell somebody, I took a karate class one time. Well, yeah, I'm a 7th degree black belt Shaolin monk. You know what I mean?
I trained with Steven Seagal.
Yeah, exactly. So, I mean, there's videos out there of all this.
Awesome.
If you want to find it, you go to YouTube, look up Shadow Man or Natty Lifter or Exposed TV. These guys have all done videos showing they've went and dug up forum posts of this guy from back in the day where he claimed to be abducted by aliens and that he was a male model. By the way, he not a fucking male model. And he
quite the resume.
I know male models. He's not a male model.
He was a novelist. He wrote science fiction novels. He was part reptilian, believed in crazy shit.
Don't you feel as an entrepreneur at your age and our age, as long as we've been doing this now too, doesn't it just pain you that you even have to This is even
that I even had to fucking deal with somebody like this.
This is what I'm saying.
Again, I'm not even like him. He's just what he is. But y'all following him, you guys should have known better.
Yeah.
You know? So fortunately now there's a whole group of people who they hate this guy because they see all the lies he's told. I knew this guy was a liar from the first second I saw all this stuff, you know? It's a shame it took 3 years for people to figure it out. But now, I mean, he has to hide his subscriptions on YouTube. He has to put out 4 videos a day with 4 ads in each single video. I mean, he doesn't even try anymore. Like there's a video of him that Shadow Man posted where he like literally sneezes, wipes it on his jeans, and he doesn't even bother to edit it out. So it gives him 5 more seconds so he can hit that 10-minute mark where he can put unlimited ads in his video.
Wow.
You know, like it's just, and he'll talk about anything, just ramble on and on and on.
Do you feel like he's impacted your life negatively like that so bad that you still find yourself like looking back over there on
for a long time? Yeah.
Yeah.
For a long time. Yeah. Unfortunately, that was the downside, was I fixated on that, right? Yeah. Instead of, it took me too long to say, let's just focus on doing some positive shit. Mm-hmm. You know what I mean? But it's just me having fun. Mm-hmm. Like I just poked the bear. So I challenged him to a debate in an academic forum. And I said, you can pick the topic and you can pick the moderator as long as it can be anybody in academia, which with your extensive...
this is recent.
Like a couple months ago.
Oh, shit.
I said, with your extensive research background... I can't believe you're still
fucking with this guy.
With your extensive research background should be easy, right? So first off, he ignores it. And then when enough people come to his channel, he realizes he can't ignore it. He says, well, basically, literally says that he doesn't want to come to the debate because he's certain that I'm going to have somebody try and take him out. Like actual assassins. Bro.
Yeah, everybody ninjas on standby.
At that point, everybody knows what the guy's address is. Okay? Do you think if I was going to take you out, first off, I would have done it before I spent so much fucking money. Second off,
you wouldn't do it when he's right in front of you.
Why would I do it when you're in the same room as me, dude? You know? So fine. I was like, all right, fine. I wanted to give him no ways to back out of this because this dude jump cuts. He's Googling stuff. Like, he just regurgitates everything online. If I get him in a debate about something that's actual science, he's going to get eviscerated, you know? So I said, I'll pay for your trip. You can pick whatever topic. So he comes back and here's his terms. I said, well, let's do a Skype debate, right? Skype debate. I can't crawl through the fiber optic cable and get you, you know? And he says, okay, you have to pay me 1 month of my YouTube income. It has to be either about competitive shooting. I don't know how you fucking debate that.
So he picked a debate topic.
Yeah. Or drug
virtually.
Or drug testing, which I know what he's trying to do with the drug testing. If I come across this knowledgeable about drug testing, then he can say I'm not natty. Yeah. Right?
You're not. Well, you know how to get around.
You're not fucking clever, Blaha. You know? You think you're playing checkers when you're playing fucking tic-tac-toe, you know? And then he says, 1 month of his YouTube salary. So he's done this in every debate he's ever done, like with Lowbliner. Lowbliner wanted to debate him. And he came out and said, I have to be able to carry in the expo and have a firearm on me at all times. And if anybody approaches me aggressively, I need to have a signed release from the convention saying that I have the right to shoot them. Like literally fucking shit like this, right? And so, of course, like people can't meet those demands, right? So I was like, fine, show me a proof of your income in terms of a tax statement. Or bank statement. That was a mistake on my part because, as for reasons I'll elaborate on. And he's who wanted Lyle McDonald as the moderator. I said academia, Jason. Lyle's not in academia. Okay, somebody who actually has done actual research. Okay, sorry, Lyle, not sorry. Yeah, so somebody in academia. And then I said okay, and so I waited. Months went by. Nothing happened. And all of a sudden, over this past month, he puts out a statement of his earnings, right? And it's like $4,200 is what he claims he earned in a month. And fortunately, there's a bunch of online detectives, and all it shows is a bulk transfer into his account, right? First off, it shows his balance before the transfer was $8.37.
Oh, shit.
Winning! So he transfers in this, and they figured out that based on what he had said previously about what he got paid in a month versus what his views were, that what he had done was combine multiple months, delayed payment, and then transferred a bulk payment into his account. So it looked bigger. So you're not fucking clever, buddy. You're not clever. So, but now, you know what now is happening is he's been like clamoring for this debate now. Even said I could pick the topic. I can pick the moderator. Dude's hard up for money. So guess what, bud?
Does he have any? I mean,
you can just chill for a while.
What does he do? I mean, I got to think. He's got to. I mean, I haven't watched any of his shit. Now you make me want to watch. No.
Well, actually, you know what?
Like, don't give him
there's a mirror channel, I think, that puts all of his videos back up, so you don't actually have to watch his videos and give him clicks. You give it to this person.
That's great.
These people are savages. I never want to get them on my bad side.
Well, I heard
he claims, by the way, that they're a Muslim cyber stalking ring.
Oh wow!
This group of people.
Well, I was just gonna say, I've heard there's like rings of these kids that this is literally what.
Oh, they're definitely cyber stalking them. There definitely are. Yeah. But he fucking deserves it.
Wow!
You know?
Wow!
The best part of it is I had nothing to do with it. You know, like he'll say that I paid for this stuff. It's like, man, I seem to have a lot of money, you know? But, actually, what really got him in trouble was, all of his claims about being a mercenary. You don't get to be a mercenary without law enforcement or military experience. It doesn't happen. They don't take them. They don't.
They don't take a random person?
No, they don't be like, oh, well, you can.
I'm a black belt in
Taekwondo. I
Taekwondo.
saw you shooting guns at that gun range. Yeah. Gee, you really look like you knew what you were doing. Let's take you out into in Afghanistan and do snatch and grabs, So veterans obviously started getting pissed off about this. And the blog Popular Military, very big blog, ran a story on him about him being a stolen valor, And when that story came out on Facebook, I was like, okay, shared and boosted for $100. You know what I mean? So, cause fuck him. And so I said that on a Facebook Live that I boosted it. Well, he went and said, Layne Norton paid for Popular Military to write this blog and, all this kind of stuff. And it's like, again, delusions of persecution, So it was just, it's been a very interesting learning experience about the human nature and what some people are capable of in terms of how far they will take a lie.
Yeah.
Like they will just continue doubling down on stuff. Like it really, I even remember we talked about more stuff last night about him, his friend, like trying to vouch for him that he was in the powder wars and all this kind of stuff. Well, crazy.
I wanted to ask you, can we talk about everything we talked about last night? Was there anything that was off limits? Did we say anything that was off limits? We can talk about?
Not really.
Okay. Because there's something that you said and you just gradually, and I thought it was a pretty cool because I have a handful of buddies that do this, and I think that it's really cool, and you can learn a lot. And I think a lot of people are afraid to.
In the words of Blaha, a lot.